Sashi, good to have you.
Thank you.
Every time I see a lady DJ, I'm like, wow. I mean, I'd literally go where it is that you spin Monday to Monday.
Girl power.
Girl power for sure. And above everything, there's that one thing that, just aside from the girl power, most of the female DJs will give it their best. Give it their best. Why is it always that it is the case? Is it because there's that feel like, well, this is not the space for ladies, and so every other lady who gets into it, has in a huge way to prove themselves?
Yes. One thing, as a lady, you have to work extra hard, twice hard.
As a man, as much as a man.
Yes.
Wow.
For a female DJ, it's actually hard, but people think it's actually easy because you're a lady. But it's actually hard.
What makes it hard?
You have to prove that you can do it.
Yes.
Because most people, you're like, you'll go to a club and I'm like, I need a gig and all that. But simply because you're a lady,
it's a no.
They're just
they
don't even know how you can do it.
Yes.
But just because you're a lady.
So what got you into this?
Passion.
Oh yeah.
For music.
Okay,
yes.
All right.
I was so passionate about music, about DJing basically.
All right.
Ever since I was in school. Actually, even when I was in high school, I was like, I told God, I don't want to die.
Where I'm headed
I don't want to die before I do DJing and beauty.
Wow.
Because I'm passionate about those two things.
And beauty is evident on what she looks like. And I'm like, by the way, when I looked at you and I was like, we need DJ. So sometimes when you're DJing and all that, I'm expecting you to be in trousers, but she's looking all hot, has her makeup on, has her nails well done. In as much as she's doing all this, that's a perception that is always there. Sometimes I was like asking myself, at a spin makucha kama ziko refu.
First thing, this is actually another profession of mine. I am a beautician.
Okay.
I'm a beauty therapist.
All
so
right.
I do nails, I do makeup, I do all those sort of things. So for me, it's actually balancing the two. It actually works for me. So most people are like, sasa DJ aje, utafinya buttons zingine.
But let me tell you honestly, ni ngumu hata kushika computer tu hivi, kufinya utu to whatever. Normally for us it's hard.
I know.
Sasa you can imagine. And my producer insists that I tell everyone that my other producer is not able to do that. Anakuanga na yeye na makucha refu sijui anafanyanga nazo nini. You need to do that. You need to do that. But it's an art. You don't just wake up and you're able to do this.
You can't just wake up and just decide I'm a DJ. You had to. I went to school.
Yeah.
I had to go to an academy. I did for a 3-month course.
Right.
And then after that, I did an attachment for 6 months.
Oh, okay. Before you get to that point.
Before now, I can go and I'm like, I'm a DJ and I can ask for a gig. Yeah.
During this class moment, okay.
When you're in class, we're actually taught basics.
Okay.
So when you're going to a club and bado.
Because
there's something you're not taught. How to read your crowd.
Right.
Kwa class uko tu na mtichi wako hapo.
It's like driving school. Unajua unaenda tu unaambiwa barabara chukua hii gari wake up and everything before you know it, when you get to the road it's a whole different experience.
So when you go to a club now watu wako hapa. Bamba hour say how do you read hour say in age gani?
Wow.
You have to know what kind of music do I play.
And that's a tough one. So and then I'm like back to your nails. Sasa kama uko class mnaambiwanga the first I really love music also so much so, but mine was like I'd love to get into the instruments or instrumental side of it, and so I loved doing guitar. So the first time I went to guitar class I was told, you know what, your nails out. So I was like makucha zangu na guitar ngoja ikae kidogo mentalana tu guitar siku ile nimekuwa mzee when I don't need the nails like all the. So in class are you normally told that or
no in our class actually that is out of
that is just an issue.
That's an issue because for me I have nails and I can play.
All right, you're doing
as long as
job.
You can do your thing,
right?
It's not interfering with your work. You're fine.
All right. So aside from this, so at times when you get into DJing over the weekends, weekdays, or this is literally your life, because I know with beauty you do it almost every day.
Yeah. For me, basically I balance the two, and for DJing I do mostly when I get gigs. I'm not a resident anywhere, so I love road trips. So most of my gigs are actually out of Nairobi. I move around.
Yeah.
So basically, during the weekdays, I'm on the beauty side, and then mostly weekends, I'm doing the DJing.
Yeah. All right. So lastly, before we call it, I mean, what is this one thing that drives you, that keeps you going now that you say it is hard for the ladies?
Yeah. Wow. The fact that I can step somewhere and I'm like, I need to work for you, and first of all, you look down at me and you're like, you're a lady. Now that gives me that drive. Like I need to
I'll
prove that I can do this shit.
All right, I understand. Your people. how did they receive this? That sasa officially you want to get into the DJing world. Me nakwambia, up until today, as old as I am, I walk into my mom's place maybe for a weekend. It is even hard for me to say ati natoka inaenda, sasa kale ka local kamtaani at least kusalimia watu. It is a hustle. So you can imagine, one, this you're choosing as a career, and two, now you have to be out almost all the nights just to prove to the world that you can do this. So, I mean, it would even be a challenge in marriage, would be a challenge with the people you stay around with, your sisters and brothers, your parents and all that.
Yeah, it's a challenge for me actually, because I knew what I wanted to do when I was in high school. So when I finished high school, I was like, hey, this is what I want to do. And then I had a friend who was like, I'll teach you nadu kidogo, And then I was like, there's this guy, shule zinachajia amount, but huyo amekubali. So I was like, told, okay, fine, wait for a week. Then after that week, I'm like, your job ni umalaya, your job ni SG stuff, and that is it. So basically, for me, right now being a DJ is a dream come true because my parents didn't want me to be a DJ. Basically, my shosho and guka, because those are the ones who
raised you.
And they up to now they don't understand what I do basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't understand. So for them, most of the time, even when I go for the gigs outside Nairobi, I'm like, I tell them I'm going there. They think I'm going for the beauty thing because they don't understand. And I'm unable to explain
to them
how I do.
Sense.
So most of the time when I'm on TV, so I'm okay, watch. This is what she does. You know? Yeah.
All right.
So basically, after that, I got married, and then the hubby was like, nah.
Now I wanted to ask you whether you're taken. So yes,
my wife can't be a DJ. So alikata, and I was like, okay, fine. Then unfortunately, he passed.
Oh.
And when he passed, I was like, after a month, I was like, so what? Nini nanizuia? Right now, I don't live in my Perus. He's gone. Okay. So nini nanizuia ku achieve dream.
Back to what it is that you
love. I had
love.
to go back to class.
For that beautiful and incredible story, normally we give out 2 cakes for Valentine's. From Valentines Cake House, a voucher and all that. You have a baby, or you just?
I have a son.
Yo man, you are going to eat this cake with him, right? So at least we have a cake for you.
Thank you.
Valentine's Cake. We'll be giving you the voucher. We'll know how we get to you, and so you can go and have that moment with him.
Thank you.
Simko karibu na yeye.
Well, ako shule, but ataipata tu. Kuna vile hata nikikula yote,
itabidi yake. We'll give you a voucher that iko tu open up until, like the entire of April. So
akika March, nitaichukua hiyo time.
Thank you so much. So at least for that. And so we have requests here. Thank you so much. Remember also, there's still one. Oh, Dennis is getting the other cake. So 2 vouchers of Kapenguria. Dennis, Kapenguria. You have really contributed, and we are grateful for you being part and parcel of the show. So we have that cake voucher for you. My team will be reaching out to you. They'll tell you how you get that voucher. Where you're going to get the cake from is up to you. If there's a Valentine's Cake House, branch in Kapenguria, go out there and enjoy with the people, because ni kubwa sana huwezi kula peke yako. Hata huwezi kula hiyo keki peke yako. You'll have to get friends, or you have to wait for him. Yes. All right. So request, kuna mtu ame request the baddest MC, the baddest host wa TV47, our very own Tony Wirigi. Hakujangi hapa rahisi. Ukiona amekuja anapenda music. He does a music show on Saturday. And so ukimwona amekuja hapa is because amefeel vibe ya huyo DJ. And so special request. Amesema nataka alikiba nini?
Atahafu kuniambia baadaye
tukiendeleanga. So not to worry. Let's listen into what we have first, and then we get to that request by Tony. Maana anaitwa Tony Wirigi. Hakukuwa anajua ku dance. Alikuwa anamguza left mili. But times have really changed. Ukimwona sahi, then you can almost say that everything is possible. I guess that's the message we'll be leaving you with this morning, that everything is possible. And so hata mimi, I'll be doing some practice here. So at least on Friday nisikuwe nikiwaangusha. Otherwise, thank you so much. Sashi, it was good having you. One, at least we guarantee you that cake from Valentine's Cake House, and also Dennis from Kapenguria. Thank you for watching and actively participating. And yes, that other cake or that cake voucher goes to you, courtesy of Valentine's Cake House, so you can always redeem it. We'll find how it gets to you. And also, just a reminder of what played out last week. That is on the Valentine's edition, Morning Cafe's Valentine edition. It was an incredible edition. All thanks to you. All thanks to the people who walked with us through that journey. Yes, we have those ones that got their gifts, their vouchers to travel to the coast, courtesy of Mizizi Africa Homes. 2 gentlemen. And of course, they will be going alongside their loved ones. But importantly, we also have that night out, courtesy of Imori. And we'll be having Ochieng coming to pick his voucher much today. So we say asante sana for working with us throughout this journey. All this could not be possible if it weren't for you. It's because you're watching, and then we also get to win the confidence of the people who have sponsored us, the people who continue to work with us. So asante sana. Incredible Friday right here. We are thankful that you were able to be with us right from the word of go and up until now. So Sashi, it's your time to speak to the people. Tell them, how do they get to meet you? How do they get to see you? Watakupatia gig aje? Hata on matters beauty. Ama namna gani?
Yes.
Hata sasa hivi ngoja expect ukuwa umeshaniselia vile utakuja kunimekia nails and all that. So yeah.
I mean, already nilishaanza.
Man. You should see her eyes.
Contact smoother.
Yes.
Social media handles. IG niko DJ Sashi, Facebook Sashi Kenya, and Twitter DJ_Sashi. Unaweza nipata tao, niko kuna shop na kuanga. Unaweza pata easy rings, unaweza pata easy contacts, beauty products, anything to do with beauty. Unaweza kama hapo. Ukitaka email yangu djsashi@gmail.com.
All right, I can tell you for free.
Unaweza DM hapo.
Well, beauty is one thing that you like. DJ is in you. Like DJing is everything about you. Unaona hata handles tu
ni ndani yangu. Actually, basically DJing, even when I'm stressed, ninge tu kwa Dex nitoka.
Oh yeah.
It's actually my therapy.
No,
and actually that's
good.
what I used when I was mourning my hubby. Because I started DJing when I was after a month after Ameenda. And that is actually what I used kama therapy.
These things work actually.
They do.
And sometimes we say, it's not always about money, but it's always about the passion and what you get out of what it is that you do. Some of us, when we get on screen, we get on air, the cameras, the lights are on. We turn out to be different people. Ule mtu alikuwa anakuona ukilia jana akikuangalia sasa yako like wow.
Yeah, and then when zikifungwa unashanga.
Then you go back to reality. So in a huge way, what it is that you do should be that one thing that gives you, peace of mind, that gives you the drive to keep going. Exactly. And for that reason, we celebrate you. Thank you. We say asante sana for gracing us this morning. I think I'll close it at that. It was good having you. My name is Linda Alela. I look